flow is a booty and abs flow. So we're gonna really strengthen the core, we're gonna strengthen the booty, and feel nice and strong for the rest of our day. We've got a 40-minute power flow. All right, let's start on our backs today. Winnie, you're gonna have to move, honey. Winston really wants to be a part of this. All right, we're gonna come down to our backs. You can keep the knees bent to start here and recline all the way down onto your back. Just begin to rock the hips side to side, noticing if there's any tension in the low back or any tightness here. Just beginning to arrive and draw the focus to your body, to your breath. If you'd like to extend the legs long, finding this more active Shavasana shape with the arms out to the side, that will be a great place just to arrive and check in. So if you're familiar with my classes, you know oftentimes if we're starting on our back, we're gonna get right into some core. So that is true today as well. But before we get moving, before we begin strengthening, let's just arrive here in our bodies and our breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, side out. All right, one more time like that. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. And if your legs are long on the mat, you can go ahead and bend the knees now. Draw your arms out wide to the side, and then draw the knees into the chest. Begin to rock side to side. Taking a simple twist, allow the knees to rock all the way off to the right side. Try to keep the knees in line and the shoulders heavy towards the mat. All right, you might feel a nice twist in the back body, creating space in the spine. Slight tone to the belly as you draw the knees through center, and let's find the other side. So slow with control with your breath. Exhale, draw the knees to the left side. Shoulders stay heavy, and you might gaze towards the right thumb. Take a deep breath in. Nice, exhale. Slight tone of the belly, inhale, knees come through center. All right, let's come back to the right side. So knees fall to the right. Now interlace the hands behind your head, elbows come wide. Taking a crunch into the side body here. Move slow and controlled. Take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, crunch up. Think about drawing the left chest towards the hip. All right, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the heart. Heart towards ceiling. Gaze lifts. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Nice. Feel that engagement in the left side body, the obliques. Exhale as you're lifting and exerting energy. Inhale to lower. Nice. One more. Inhale, lift. Or exhale, sorry. Inhale, lower. All right, knees come through center and we'll find the other side. So exhale, knees to the left. Arrive here in your twist to begin. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift the heart up, crunch into the right side. Inhale, lower. Nice. Exhale, power up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We've got two more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one. Exhale to lift. Inhale, back through center. Draw the knees into the chest. Release the arms. Wrap the hands around the shins. Take a little circle in the low back. And then extend the heels straight up over the hips. All right, sticking with this oblique work, hands can start down by the side, kick up through the heels, slowly begin to lower the right leg so it comes down to hover off the mat. Both legs are active, kicking through the heels. Check in with the belly. Can you pull the belly button towards the spine and press the low back down into the mat? All right, stay here and breathe. Inhale. Exhale, we'll switch. Right leg comes up, left leg lowers and hovers. Kick straight through the heels, active in both legs. Check in with the low back, press the low back down, active belly. All right, exhale, switch. Right leg hovers. Inhale, exhale, switch. So you're powering with your exhale and switch. Great, and switch. Last side, switch. All right, both feet come through center over the hips. Now let's interlace the hands behind the head. As you inhale, lift the heart off the mat, lift the shoulders, elbows stay wide. You can bend the knees here. As you exhale, twist right elbow towards left knee, right leg long. So again, checking in with the low back, pressing the low back down, belly button to spine, finding this oblique work, this low belly hold. We're still here, 3, 2, let's switch sides on 1 through center and switch. Challenge yourself. Sometimes it's harder to move a bit more slowly here instead of just using the momentum to fly side to side. Breathe. Exhale. Let's switch sides and switch. Inhale, center now. Exhale, switch. All right, you can stay with this slow burn, or if you'd like to speed it up a little bit, keep the elbows wide and begin to shift side to side. Stick with your breath. Nice open mouth exhales. We're releasing heat, powering through these active shapes. Nice, allow the belly to burn. We're finding strength to power through our practice. Last 3, both sides, 2. 1 more, you got it, long body stretch. Ooh, toes forward, fingertips back, wiggle the hips, just a little stretch to the core, hug the knees into the chest. Begin to rock and roll forward and back, massaging out the back body. Let's rock all the way up, cross the ankles, find our tabletop pose, readjust on the mat as needed. And we'll come into our cat-cows. Inhale, lift the heart, pause here. This can be a nice stretch to the belly, to the core. You might gaze over one shoulder and then the other, finding some C curves here. Think about drawing the shoulder to the hip and stretching into the side of the body. Right, come back through center. Exhale, round to your cat pose. Belly button to spine, dome through the shoulders. Nice, inhale, cow pose, heart lifts. Get that nice stretch to the belly. Exhale, round and curl, press the mat away. Let's come back through our neutral spine. So shoulders stay over wrists here. Extend the right toes back, kick back through the right heel. All right, now bend into the right knee, flex the sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Extend the left fingertips forward. All right, we'll start with some pulses here. So getting into the booty work. Kick up, lower down. Kick up, lower down. Let's pulse. 3, 2, 1. Knee to elbow round and curl. Tap. Come back to our pulses. 3, 2, 1. Round and curl. Give it a tap. Keep pressing through the right hand. Extend. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Round and curl. Tap it out. Switch sides. Right knee down. Left heel kicks back, right fingertips forward. So you're actively pressing through the left shoulder, shoulder over wrist. Bend into that back knee and pulse. 3. Engage the engage the hamstrings and glutes. Round and curl, elbow to knee. Nice, reach back, pulse. 3, 2, 1, curl, tap. One more time, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Curl and tap, elbow to knee, back through center, cat-cow. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round and curl, tuck the toes, hips back. We'll find our downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out the legs, bending one knee, then the other, arriving here in our first down dog of class. Then step the toes a little bit wider. Toes out, heels in, walk the hands back towards the feet. Bend into the knees, finding your squat pose. You can stay pretty lifted here. So we're finding more engagement instead of dumping into our flexibility and allowing the hips to just fall down towards the mat. We're working more on the strength. So lift the hips up more in line with the knees. Hands can come through heart center, and then imagine wrapping the outer thighs in, strengthening the outer hips, the glutes, the thighs, heart lifts. 3, nice, 2, 1, press through the heels and stand, reach through the fingertips, pivot the toes forward, exhale, fold, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Then one knee, then the other, keep the feet hips width distance apart. Let's find ragdoll pose, deep bend to the knees, release the hands towards opposite elbow, crown of the head is heavy as you sway side to side, nod your head yes, shake your head no. Let's switch, opposite hand comes on top, hand to elbow, torsos releasing down towards the thighs. Nice bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale, release the fingertips down to the mat. Walk the hands forward. Let's find our downward facing dog. Back to our familiar downward facing dog shape. Maybe the heels become a little heavier towards the mat, or you could begin to pedal out the knees again, still warming up into the backs of the legs. Great, next inhale, shift forward to your plank pose. Full body strength. So drawing in that strength that we cultivated both in the core and in the backs of the legs and the booty. So the legs are active, helping you find the shape, shoulders over wrists. Belly is engaged, pulling the belly button towards the spine. In and up. 3, 2, strong core sends the hips back to downward facing dog. On 1, we arrive. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, glide forward to your plank pose. Full body strength. Hug in, hug up. You may shake a bit here. Stick with your breath. Come back to that steady inhale and exhale. Not here forever. Stick with it. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, belly button to spine, hips back, downward facing dog. Great, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step one foot then the other, top of the mat, fold forward. Folding over the thighs, inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin at the bottom. Inhale, rise up, reach through the fingertips, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands through heart center, Samasthiti. Blink the eyes closed. Let's set intention or dedication for our practice together on our mats today. Whatever that's for you, whatever brought you here, maybe it's to cultivate more strength, more focus. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, send it out. Great, blink the eyes open. Release the hands down by the hips. Palms face forward. Shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. Ground down through the feet. Inhale, sweep both hands high. Exhale, fold forward, aiming at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your high plank pose. Right into our chaturanga, lower halfway, bend the elbows. Elbows into low ribs. Inhale, up dog. If you choose cobra, you could come there as well. Hearts lifted. Exhale, down dog, hips back. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float, top of your mat, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Warming up. Inhale, sweep both hands high. Exhale, right back down, hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float back. If you're floating back, land with a soft bend to the elbows. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float outside of the hands for your malasana shape. So toes come wide, heels slightly in, sink the hips back. So again, today when we come into our malasana pose, we're not lowering all the way, seeing how low we can get and really deep in the stretch. We're finding a more active, strengthening shape here in our malasana. So you're lifting the hips, knees roughly over the ankles, pointing out towards the middle of the toes. All right, butt back, hands through heart center, nice and active. 3, 2, 1, press through the heels. Inhale, reach the hands high. Let's do that one more time. Hands through heart center, sit low, inhale. Exhale, press through the heels, lift up. Point the toes forward, dive forward, find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, your variation, stepping or floating back. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, moving forward, inhale, right leg sweeps high. Kick back through the right heel, square in the hips. All right, right knee towards right elbow, strengthen, tap it in, hold. 3, 2, kick straight back on 1. Knee to left elbow, cross the body, give it a tap. 3, 2, kick back on 1, nice. Knee to nose, hanging plank. 3, 2, step forward on 1, back knee stays lifted. Kicking back through the back heel, lengthening from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Inhale, rise up to your high lunge. All right, so back leg is engaged, kicking through the back heel. Variation for today's high lunge, first time through, stay here or lift the front heel, sink lower in the right hip. So right thigh could be parallel, you're up on the right toes, 3, 2, let the booty burn, 1, drop the heel. Let's do it one more time. Lift and float the heel up onto the toes, squeeze the right outer hip, super engaged, 3, 2, heel drops on 1, pivot open, warrior 2, land. Still finding that nice deep bend to the right thigh, front knee over ankle, firing up the right leg. All right, same thing, stay here or float the right heel, flip the front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. We'll only do this the first time through, so you'll have the chance the first time through both sides to add in this extra strength. Inhale, exhale, heel drops, windmill the hands down, high to low plank, you could float the right leg as you lower. Inhale, lift the heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, nice, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Other side, left leg sweeps high, kick straight back through the left heel. Can you keep the hips square? Continue to breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, left knee towards left elbow. Give it a tap, 3, 2, send it back on 1. Crossing the body, exhale, knee to right elbow. 3, 2, send it back, nice. Through center, hanging plank, knee to nose. 3, 2, step forward on 1, you'll pause here. Back heel's lifted, spine is long, find your breath, front knee over ankle. Let's come up to our high lunge. Left outer hip is strong, wrapping down and under, stretching through the front, or stretching through the fingertips. All right, stay here or lift the heel, sink a little bit lower. Belly button to spine, stay engaged. Inhale, exhale, give it a break, heel down. Let's do one more just like that. Lift the front heel, come up onto the ball, mound to the left toes, find some balance, some extra strength. Drop it down, warrior 2. Back heel spirals down, arms extend long, gaze over the front fingertips. All right, another great place to stay, or adding in this extra strength, lifting the front heel, sinking a little deeper, flip the front palm, inhale, reverse warrior, up and back. Nice, 3, 2, inhale, exhale, spiral down, heel drops, high to low plank. Always the option to skip these and meet right back in your downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Pedal out the legs, come back to your breath. Full breath in, full breath out. Great, we'll flow this a little bit quicker, breath to movement. Let's ground down through the palms. We're coming into the stepper float wide into our malasana. So bend the knees, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, stepper float, legs come wide. Finding your malasana, hips stay a little more lifted than usual. Inhale, press through the heels and lift. Exhale, sit low, active in the thighs. Inhale, press and lift, pivot the toes forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, plant the palms, stepper float back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, hanging plank. 3, 2, step forward on 1. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill down, high to low plank. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, down dog. Last side, left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, back. Exhale, hanging plank. 3, 2, step forward on 1. High lunge, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, arms wide. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill down. Stick to your breath. Your variation, high to low plank. Let's meet back in downward facing dog. All right, opting for a child's pose here, knees wide, big toes together to touch. Reach forward, melt the heart. How you guys doing? Hope you're with me here. Let's take a little bit of a break. You can grab your water, take anything you need. We're gonna jump into a little bit more core work before we move into our last little standing flow, and then take it down for a nice stretch before we close. So you're doing good, you're staying strong. Stick with me here. Take anything you need. One more breath in. Nice, stay for the exhale. All right, we're coming all the way down to our backs. So from your child's pose, you can sit back, sweep the legs forward. Toes will come to the mat. Hands will start on the shins. Let's start with some seated cat-cows. So as you inhale, lift the heart forward. As you exhale, round through the spine, pull back on the shins. One more time, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round and curl. All right, keep this dome in the back. Pull the belly button to spine. Release the hands out to the side. Maybe float the toes off the mat, finding your boat pose. Heart's lifting, so you're not caving here, but you are finding a slight rounding, really allowing the belly button to pull towards the spine and the core to be strong. 3, 2, 1, stay here, or let's lower to half boat. Low back presses down, gaze forward. 3, 2, exhale, hug it up on 1. You know I love these. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You can always come back to where we started, holding in the boat pose. You could tap the toes down for a little break, or you could move through these half boat to boat poses. You're exhaling as you're hugging the knees towards the chest. Super engaged, lots of core strength here. Stick with me. Not here for long. 3, 2, let's meet back in our boat pose on 1. Woo, stay here. Or slowly lower all the way down. We'll all meet down on our backs. All right, once you're down on your back, wiggle your hips side to side. Let's draw the soles of the feet together to touch. Knees will come wide. So finding our Supta Baddha Konasana. Arriving here for a moment, feeling a nice stretch in our thighs. Knees are heavy. All right, we're bringing it right back into our core. Interlace the hands behind the head, elbows come wide. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, little crunch, heart lifts towards the ceiling, soft gaze. Great, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and lift. Continue on like this. Super strong core when we're done here. Elbows are wide. Some of my favorite core movements. You can stay here or float the toes off the mat. Keep pressing the feet together to touch. Stick with me. We've got 5 more. 4, 3, keep breathing on 2. Long body stretch. After 1, toes forward, fingers back. Wiggle the hips side to side. All right, hug the knees into the chest. Begin to rock and roll forward and back. We're gaining momentum to rock all the way up to our forward fold. So on the forward rock, ground down through the feet, lift up, fold over the legs. All right, big toes together to touch. Bend into the knees, ground the hands down underneath the shoulders. So you may need to create a little bit of space here, hopping the toes back, shoulders over wrists. We're coming right into our crow pose. Bending at the elbows, knees will come wide towards the armpits. You'll get a nice grip here on the triceps or the armpits, and then begin to shift forward, weights over the hands. Stay here, or begin to float the toes, hugging the heels towards the bum, gripping the mat. Super strong in the shoulders. 3, 2, step or float back on 1, legs back. Inhale, heart lifts. Nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Back to our familiar shape. Inhale and exhale. Find a reset in the breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Great. Inhale, the right leg lifts high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Stay here. Option for another arm balance. Bend the elbows, extend the right leg. Left leg reaches back. Adhapada Kudanayasana. Left toes down when you're ready. Right leg high. That Sanskrit got really tough when I was in the pose. Hopefully you guys got it. Close enough, right? All right. Big circles with the right knee. Inhale, kick straight back through the right heel. Exhale, knee to nose, hug it in, step forward. Finding your low lunge, back heel stays lifted. Inhale, rise up to your high lunge. All right, full breath in. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, lift the heart towards the thumbs. Exhale, hover over the front thigh. Finding our warrior three, lunge forward, kick the left heel back. All right, active in that standing leg, active in the right glutes, lifting the left heel. Stay here, reach the fingertips forward. All right, great place to stay and work on strength in a static shape. Or inhale, stretch long. Exhale, hug knees towards elbow. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, hug it in and curl. Inhale, back. Ooh, lots going on here. Exhale, curl, you got it. Inhale, extend long, big step back. High lunge, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Arrive, deep bend to that front knee. Let's straighten both legs. Pivot the toes towards the left side of your mat. All right, coming into our goddess pose, heels come in, toes come out. Cactus your elbows out to the side. Elbows in line with the shoulders, goalpost the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, sink low. All right, shifting side to side. Getting some movement here. Continuing to build that strength. We're almost done with our strength portion, so show up here. Allow it to burn a little, it's only temporary. Back through center. Let's lift the right heel. 3, 2, keep the heart lifted on 1, drop it down, left heel lifts. 3, 2, on 1, drop it down. Both heels lift through center, super high on the toes if you can. 3, 2, 1, heels drop. Inhale, stretch high. Exhale, warrior two. Arrive back, soft gaze forward. Inhale. Exhale, windmill down to the mat, high to low plank, floating the right leg as an option. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in and out to reset. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. You got it. We've got our last bit of strength work here, and then we'll stretch it out before we close. Moving on to the left side. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Knee to left elbow, give it a tap. You can stay here, challenge yourself, or bend the elbows, extend the leg long. Maybe that right toe floats. 3, 2, 1, step back. 3-leg down dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Step forward, finding your low lunge. Inhale, high lunge, rise up. So arrive here, come back to your breath, back heel lifted. Draw the hands through heart center. Inhale, lift the heart towards the thumbs, elbows wide. Exhale, pause. One more time, inhale. Exhale, hover forward. Warrior three, kick back through the right heel. Long in the spine, active in both legs. Of course, you can always stay here. There's so much going on, a lot of strength building opportunities here. Or to add on, reach the fingertips forward, stretch long. Exhale, hug. Elbows towards knees, curl in. Inhale, kick back and lengthen. Exhale, engage, core, booty, everything. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, curl in. Last one. Inhale, extend long. Big step back, high lunge. Pause here, back heel lifted, inhale. Exhale, warrior two, back heel down, arms extend long. Straighten both legs. Pivot the toes towards the right side of the mat now. Heels in, toes out. Going back to our goddess pose. Sweep both hands high. Exhale, cactus the elbows, sink the hips low. This time you can stay here, drop the hands to the thighs, sneak in a shoulder stretch. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, gaze right. Inhale, center. Exhale, right shoulder drops, gaze left. Back through center. Hands can come to heart center, they could stay on the thighs, or you could come back to the cactus arms. Finding this last bit of strength in our thighs. Float the right heel. Right heel super lifted. Right heel down, left heel lifts. Stay here, heart's lifted. All right, left heel down, both heels lift. Challenge yourself, let it burn a little bit. Not here long, 3, 2, both heels down, extend long on 1. Warrior 2, top of the mat, left leg forward, inhale. Exhale, windmill down, high to low plank, you did it. Arrive, back in your downward facing dog. You choose how to get there. Take an inhale. Nice, exhale. All right, let's stretch it out. Right leg reaches high. Exhale, right knee towards right wrist for our half pigeon pose. Take a nice stretch into that right side, the right hip, the right glutes. Stretching the left toes back. Lengthening the heart forward. Maybe dropping down onto the elbows. Keeping the spine long. Always the option to come onto your back in figure 4. Reclined on the back, right ankle over left knee will give you the same stretch. Let's stay here for a nice 5 breaths. Really softening into this shape. Getting deeper in the stretch. Deepen your breath. Let's take 2 more. Nice, last one. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the back toes, sweep the right leg up and open. Take big circles or any counter shapes that you like after pigeon pose. And let's set up to the other side. Left leg sweeps high. Exhale, left knee towards left wrist. Right toes wiggle back. You can start or stay upright if you prefer. But when we are beginning to take the energy down, it can be nice to shift forward. Forward folds are nice cooling energy after a lot of that strength and that heat and fire building flow. We'll begin to welcome in the softer, more cooling side of our practice. Of course, always welcome to come onto your back if that's the better option for you. And then come back to your breath. Full breath in. Soften on the exhale. Great, 3 more breaths here. Soften with each exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Last one, fill up. And release. Hands walk back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toes, sweep back, left knee lifts. You might take those big circles with the left knee or any other counter shape you like. Oops, slipping here. And then come back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step, maybe float between the hands. And let's come down to take a seat. Shifting the hips back, extending the legs forward. Setting up for our seated forward fold. Continuing to draw the energy in and down. Inhale, sweep both hands high. Exhale, begin to shift forward, hinging at the hips, reaching through the fingertips. Hands drop down to the thighs, the shins, maybe the feet. Getting a nice stretch to the backs of the legs. Allow yourself to soften here with your breath. One more inhale. Nice long exhale. Great inhale, come back through your seat, bend into your knees, shift forward. Let's slowly lower all the way down to our backs. Last bit of core strength as we arrive. We'll set up for just one back bend here. I'll offer bridge pose. If you prefer wheel or any other back bend, of course, feel free to take that. All right, wiggle the heels in towards the hips. Fingertips reach down towards the heels. And when you're ready, inhale, press through the heels, active in the hamstrings to lift the hips. Shoulders can wiggle under, and you might interlace the hands underneath the low back, finding some space in the shoulders. Give a soft gaze towards the ceiling. Chin lifts off the chest any amount, finding some space. Come to your breath, 3. Nice, 2. Final inhale. Exhale, slowly roll all the way down to your mat. Tug the knees into the chest, finding a nice reset. Little circles with the low back. We'll come back to our simple twist. Arms out wide, knees fall to the right side. Gaze comes to the left. Allowing this to reset the spine. Detox the organs. We'll come back through center. And exhale the knees over to the left side. 2 breaths here. Knees hug back into the chest. Finding happy baby, knees towards the armpits. Flex the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Reach for the inner or outer edge of the feet and hug down, knees towards armpits. Stay here, or to add in an additional hamstring stretch, you could begin to lengthen one leg and then the other, maybe switching side to side. Or if you're feeling pretty open, you could allow both legs to lengthen. Deep inner thigh stretch and hamstring stretch. You might rock side to side on the low back. And then we'll bend the knees, draw the knees into the chest, wrap the forearms around the shins, curl the forehead up towards the knees. Squeeze everything in tight, take a full breath in. Exhale, slowly release long, setting up for your rest pose for your Shavasana. You'll allow your body to become heavier on your mat. And feel free to take up space here. If you have the space, the legs could come nice and wide, the arms could come wide. Eyes are closed, and your breath flows naturally. Allowing this really to be a pose of surrender. Knowing that all of the hard work is done, that you showed up for yourself, worked on building your strength, focusing your mind. Now just allow yourself to be here for just the last few minutes. Shavasana. And of course, you're welcome to stay here as long as you need today. If you are ready to move forward with your day, you can softly bend into one knee and then the other. Rolling off to one side or pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Allow yourself the time to slowly come out of this rest. And then we will all arrive back in our comfortable seat. Eyes can remain closed. We'll meet with our hands out, heart center, Anjali Mudra, elbows out nice and wide. Let's close our practice together today with one unified breath. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. Thank you so much for joining me today in this booty and abs strengthening flow. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling super strong and ready to tackle the rest of your day. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please send them my way. I'm happy to chat about anything. And thank you so much for showing up today.